Hi and welcome to another battle report. This is 2500 points between Empire and Empire. I'm facing off my friend Simon. So to start with my deployment, I have a Hellstorm and an engineer hiding behind that ruin on the hill. Then I have a mortar, 50-ish swordsman with my BSB armor with toric iron on it, my general with a 2-up rerollable armor save, and my level 4 Lord of Beast with Curse, Spear, Savage, and Wild Form spell. I also have a Witch Hunter with Always Strikes First, and his target is his level 4 Wizard. Then I have 5 Pistoliers, 10 Handgunners with a Hochland, 12 Handgunners with a Hochland, 40 Flaglands with Champion, a Cannon, and 5 Pistoliers. Simon have on the hill a Cannon. Then he have 50-ish swordsmen with command group, and the Hellblaster behind that. He have an engineer and another cannon on the hill. Then he have 40 Hellblaziers with a captain and a warrior priest in it. Then he have 40 more Hellblaziers with his BSB with the Razor Standard, and a warrior priest, no, a Archlector in it, his general. 10 handgunners, then I think 24 great swords with a warrior priest and a captain in it. He have a level 4 Lord of Beast in his swordsman unit. He have Savage, he have Ambush Spear, and he have Wild Form. I vanguarded up my Pistoliers over there to get some cover from his handgunners by the forest. And I do the same thing on the other flank to get cover from the forest from his Hellblaster. Well, Simon did get the first turn, and he pushes up a little bit with his great sword and his Hellblazer unit. He stay put with his handgunner to shoot at my Pistoliers. And the other flank, he doesn't do anything at all, actually, except for moving his Wizard back from his swordsman unit and behind his line to get out of range of my Witch Hunter. None of his spells are really in range to do anything. He tried to cast Wild Form and I dispelled it, so the magic didn't do anything. As you can see, my cannon is lying upside down, and that's because he uses his bow cannon to kill it. His handgunners, needing 6s to hit my Pistoliers, hit 3 of his shots and kill 3 of my Pistoliers, and they fail a panic test and they run directly away from the handgunners. And well, Hellblaster open up and killing all of my 5 Pistoliers on this flank. So for my turn 1, my Flagellant moves up towards his line. My swordsmen do the same thing on this side of the table. I roll a double 1 for Winds of Magic. I do get off the light version on the Ambush Spear on his level 4 Wizard, but I roll a 1 to wound, so nothing happened there. My shooting starts as good as my magic. My mortar explodes. But look at that Hellblazer unit. As you can see in the bottom of this picture is a 2, and you can see that I have 3 scattered eyes lying behind his Hellblazer, and it really cut his unit in half. And then I have my handgunners, who also shot down like 10 more of them, so that unit is pretty much taken out of the game. Well, for Simon's turn number 2, his greatsword charges my Flagellant. They have to walk through that wood, and Simon have a special curse when it comes to wood, so he always rolls a 5 and it never fail. And his captain suffer a wound from the dangerous terrain test, but at least he get poison from his attacks. This demolished unit of Hellblaziers moves closer to my handgunner line, and his other Hellblazer unit make a wheel to face my swordsman. Well, Uh, he doesn't do anything in magic because he's out of range. In his shooting phase, he starts by firing his cannon. It explodes. It's gonna panic the engineer, and the engineer will run off the table, which makes the Hellblaster only BS3. So it's now less effective than before, and the other cannon bounces off. Well, in the combat, I lose his 3 flag lengths by the end of the night special rule, so I get reroll to hit and reroll to wound. So I pretty much kill most of his unit, strength 5, weapon skill 3, hitting on 4, wounding on 2s, rerolling everything, gonna pretty much kill him. I also kill his captain, and I kill his warrior priest in that unit, and he did only manage to kill 10 of my guys. He loses, but he sticks because he is stubborn. He passes a leadership test, so he can get more attacks on my flagellants now that they are on their strength 3. He should pretty much mop them up pretty easy. My turn 2 doesn't really happen a lot in the movement phase, so let's skip to magic. I start by getting up a wild form on my swordsman to get some protection from the Hellblaster. Next turn, then I get off the curse on his greatsword to make them less combat effective and probably make my flagellants survive a bit longer. In the shooting phase, my mortar starts by exploding. Well, the Hellstorm really undone himself again. He got off 3 shots, and I rolled 3 hits and a 2 on that Hellblaster unit, and as you can see, it have been cut in half. He passes his panic test, but he sticks. And rest of the shooting don't really do much. My handgunners take down a lot of his remaining Hellblaster in the other Hellblaster block. You can pretty much see how many of the Hellblasters there are left. There are, let's see, 5 of them left. And in the combat with the flagon and the greatsword, I kill 2 more on my greatsword with the end of the night special rule, and I still got the frenzy special rule, so I killed 10 of him, and he killed 6 of me. So it's a win for the flagellants, but he sticks. So for Simon's turn 3, he takes his Arch Lector into my Great Flagellant unit, and he put his BSP behind his Greatsword, which is kind of risky if the unit breaks, but they are stubborn, so they will probably not. He takes his other Hellblaster and move it away from my lines after first passing a swift reform test, and his handgunner sticks around to firing at my handgunner. On this side, he reforms his Hellblaster unit into a bus formation and pretty much stand still with the rest of it. Well, in this combat, I kill 2 more flagellants with the end of the night, so I get to reroll hit and to wound. So I kill all of his greatsword, overrun into his BSB, but his general gets away. In my turn 3, my Witch Hunter charges out from the Swordman unit and make a 9 inches charge into his Hellblaster volley gun. For the second time, I roll double 1 for Winds of Magic, but well, double 1 isn't so bad to roll. Your opponent get only 1 dice to try to spell your dice when you have 2 of them, so I get off the curse on his Hellblaster unit. Well, the shooting phase, amazingly, my Hellstorm actually scatter up his Swordman unit. I do 2 wound on his general with a combined shooting of my pistoliers and my handgunners. And in that combat, you see I have killed his Battle Standard Beard and overrun a bit. And well, that's when we called it, because he realized he couldn't win. Well, it was a interesting game, and the game with between the Hellblaster and the Hellstorm The clear winner is the Hellstorm. Other thing with the Hellstorm is a very random weapon which can do great damage or do nothing at all, and it's very army specific. You can't have it against chaos, ogre, greenskin, high toughness armies. And the Hellblaster do a lot of damage to everybody most of the time. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.